Hello everyone and welcome back to Chasing the Moon. Today's video is going to be kind of a two-part thing. I'm going to be doing a little bit of work in the bedroom, assembling a piece of furniture to go in there, and changing up some of the artwork on the walls. And it's going to be a thrift haul. When I started filming this video, today is Saturday, this video is supposed to go up today, Sunday. And when I started filming this video, I was going to do sort of a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like, you know, day by day through the week. But my whole week kind of didn't go according to plan. Sometimes life is like that. Not in a bad way, but I had certain things planned. Putting this piece of furniture together and working on my novel. But what happened was I've had a friend in town who arrived in town 4 days early. Now that's not a bad thing. We had an amazing time. We had a lot of fun and it was great. But it did change the way my week went. And so now I'm trying to do some of those things a bit later in the week than I intended to. But looking back, I wouldn't have had it any other way because, hi Jane, it was so much fun having you here. Have an amazing trip across Canada. So I'm hoping to have a busy day today. I have a desk arriving. Just gotta make my bed this sec. Today is Monday, November 10th, and I'm expecting a delivery of a desk for this corner that I'm sitting in right now. Well, it has arrived. Now let's see if I can put this thing together. There it is. Okay, let's get this open. One of the reasons is Wayfair Canada had a Black Friday sale on. I've been looking for a desk on Facebook Marketplace and in thrift stores for several months now, and I haven't come across anything. Part of the problem is I have a very limited amount of space between the bed and the wall, and so it had to be quite a small piece. And so yeah, I hadn't, everything was too wide to fit in here comfortably. So that was one thing. I found one on sale. Is it my ideal, lovely piece of furniture? No, but it will be very functional. And I didn't have a choice in finishes. There was only one in this particular style, one finish in this particular style that was on for the Black Friday price, and so that's the one that I went with. So price was one thing, finding something on sale. The second reason for wanting a desk in here is wanting to have another space to go to other than sitting in my living room, and making more use of this room other than just for sleeping in. And the third reason, although I could use my dining room table, I don't want to have to put everything away at the end of the day. As you saw, if you watched last week's video, I had a little tablescape set up with some thrift store finds and things from the garden. And I love to do that. I love it when I come through my front door that I have something pretty to look at. And it just makes me happy to have things looking neat and tidy. So if I have a desk in this area set up, then I can work comfortably. I can just close the binder, close down my laptop, but leave it here. And then I have a workspace. And also it's a space I can use if I want to do some artistic endeavors. I need a space where I can leave things out. And when I'm lying in my bed, of course, I'm facing this way, and the desk will be this way, so I won't be looking at any clutter when I'm in my bed. It's an ideal situation. As you can see, there's also a lot of blank wall space here, and so I do want to put some artwork on the walls, and of course I will decorate the desk area. What I'm going to do with this chair, I have no idea. I don't have a lot of space to put things, so we'll see what happens with that.
Okay. So I'm visiting my sister to help her put her new desk together. Hi, Zia.
So far we have this. So far we have this done. These are all our parts down here. And my computer. Yeah. We're not going to bore you with the whole assembly, although it would probably be quite hilarious. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we usually laugh quite a bit when we're trying to do something together. But we'll show it to you when it's finished and it's in place.
Both of us are IKEA masters from decades, but this one is not IKEA.
No, it's not.
It's got a whole whack of things.
It even has glue with it.
Yeah,
which,
yeah.
Yeah, so
okay. Good luck.
Thanks. We did it. We put a drawer together. We did it.
Okay.
Okay, this is actually turning out, so look at how red-faced I am. This is actually turning out to be a little bit easier. Touch wood.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah,
well, it's a drawer. What can go wrong?
I don't know. We love IKEA. I think we need a glass of wine.
Yeah.
I think that is going to be a perfect size for the corner. I'm so relieved. Everything else I was seeing was just way too wide. And because it's a triangle shape, it actually gives me a lot more space, surface space to work on, especially if I'm, say, working on something like a piece of art where I have, if I'm doing a collage and I have pieces of paper spread out all over and I'm cutting things out. And yeah, it's going to be a perfect surface for working on. Time for a well-deserved tea break. We did it. We got the desk put together. It really is a piece of junk, not well engineered at all, but it does have some storage space underneath, and it does have a drawer. And that will be big enough for me to work on. It's actually a good size for there. I'm not going to put my Mac on that desk. It's just too big. I think I'll work on the laptop. But I did have something in mind for here too. I'm going to change this up. It's one of my thrift finds and a couple of pieces of other artwork. So there's the new wall decor. The one in the middle is my recent thrift store find. And the two pieces on the sides, here, let me get closer. I picked up in Azizi in 2011, and I just love them. I'll show you the other one. I'll probably be rearranging the desk a little bit, but I'm pretty happy with how that looks right now. That's functional. Here is the other piece. I love how it ties in with the bedding. And I will probably put some artwork on this wall too. Oh my goodness, I am tired tonight. It is 9 o'clock. We started working on that darn desk this afternoon. We did have a few laughs, and I made us dinner, and she went home, and I thought, well, I really would like to include what I've just done with the artwork and with the desk. I wanted to have it done and included on this video. I had another idea for there too. I'm sorry the lighting's not very good in here tonight. Yeah, I had another idea. I thought maybe in the spring and summer, instead of having these two prints here, I could get a couple of cream colored decorative plates, kind of like Provence style embossed plates with maybe a floral pattern on the side or something, and put two here and two there. But I'm quite liking this right now. I think these two smaller prints pick out the black lettering in the floral piece, and it also has a very dark frame on it. So I'm quite happy with the way it looks right now. But what do you think? Would you prefer this look? It's a little more dramatic, but interesting, I think. Or are you thinking that the decorative plates would be a little bit more feminine, a little bit softer looking? I think both would look great. But tell me what you think. Put it in the comments.
Even though there was still quite a bit of fall color to be seen in the neighborhood, most of the thrift stores have quite a lot of Christmas items out already.
Okay, I'm going to show you the thrift haul. So this was done over a couple of days, and there's actually a few things I picked up. They were clothing items that I'm not going to show because they're kind of boring. Anyway, and I'm not too much into modeling actually. So the first one is, I think I showed it in a previous thrifting video. I went into a thrift store and there were 5 of these little jars. And I thought they were cute, but I thought, well, I don't need those for anything. And then afterwards I thought, well, I could use something to keep my garlic in. And so I went back a week later and there was 1 jar left. So I picked up this jar. Now, I'm not sure. I think most garlic keepers I've found have holes in them. So let me know in the comments if this is not a good way to keep garlic in a closed container. That was like $1. Then I found I love anything that's hammered metal. Copper, hammered silver, pewter. I love hammered metal. And I've been looking for something to keep my utensils in. And the fact that this actually had the copper utensil tag on it, I couldn't let that go. That was $1 in the thrift store. My sister has a set of 2 like sandwich plates and bowls that I absolutely love. And when I was in one of the thrift stores, let me turn these around for you, I found matching cups and saucers, a set. Now, I mean, how pretty is that? And when my friend Jane was here, we had our tea in those. It was really lovely. I thought about giving them to my sister, but I don't think she would use them to drink her tea, and I probably will. And I just love them, so I'm going to keep them for myself. So, and they were, I think they were $7, so I thought that was worth it. I did really love them. Now this piece was, I thought, priced a little bit high, but it's perfect. Well, I hope you think it was perfect where I put it. $25, and it's got a really thick frame on it, and it was perfect colors for my bedroom. Now, I'm not typically a person who will buy a piece of artwork just because the color goes with the room. It has to be a piece I like too, and I actually really, really like that image. So that's, yeah. That's going in the bedroom, or you may have already seen it on the bedroom wall at this point. And then, of course, the piece that I'm going to have a story about. If you watch to the end, when I'm saying goodbye, I'm going to tell you the story about this piece because it's really quite funny. It's really heavy and it's really big. Can you see the top of it? Let me get a better image of it for you. You can see it a little bit better there. So it's about 3 feet tall, and I just thought it was so cool. If I had a covered porch, I might even put it out there at Christmas, but it is a piece you could have out year round, but I probably will only display it at Christmas, and I may still sell it. I haven't decided yet. But that's my little thrift haul. I don't think I've got anything else recently, but, oh, yes, I do. One more thing. Hold on. My favorite bird, one that never fails to delight me, it's one of the little things that I love, are black-capped chickadees. And I came across this, oops, can you see that? This decorative plate. And I probably will put it out at the holidays. I'm not generally a person that has this kind of thing on display, but I just love the image on it. And it's a 1990 backyard treasure, the chickadee. Yeah. So I'm just going to display that in my kitchen, and as I say, it may go away at the end of the Christmas season, but it did make me really happy. And I think this was around $6 or $7. So yeah, so that's my thrift haul. Little things that delight me, little things that make me happy when I see them. And how many of you are into thrifting? You know, I wasn't a thrifter years ago. It's only been in recent years. 2 of my granddaughters love to go thrifting with me, and one of my girlfriends loves to go thrifting as well. But, oh my goodness, the things you can find. And I think part of the fun of it is sometimes you'll go and you won't find anything. And quite often if you're looking for something specific, you won't find it. But then you'll go on another day, like I did this particular day, where I found the art print, the tree, the cups and saucers. I found all of those in one day, and it just makes me really happy. There you have it for another week. I'm really pleased to have a little workspace set up in my bedroom now. I like that that's a multi-functioning room and that I don't have to spend all my time in this one living, kitchen, dining area. And yeah, I'm very pleased with that. I was hoping to put that desk together by myself, but the first thing I read in the instructions was that it was two-person assembly. And so thank you so much to my sister for helping me do that. I had a couple of small thrift trips, and that's always so much fun for me. And this was interesting this week because most of the items I pick up are usually, you know, under $10 and often only $1 or $2 or $3. And this week there were 2 pieces that were more expensive. I have to tell you a funny story about the carved wooden tree. So I saw it and I was drawn to it right away. I thought it was a really cool piece. I really liked it, but it was, I think it was $30 or $35, and I thought, no, you know, I'm not gonna get it. But my friend Jane said, oh my gosh, that's beautiful, you know, maybe you could get it and resell it. And I do have to keep that in my mind, because that would be a good way for me to bring in a little bit of extra income. And so I looked at it again and I thought, yeah, I should probably get it. Well, then Jane Google lensed it. So I don't know if you know what that is, but you can point your camera with this app, Google Lens, point your camera at something and it will bring that item up and tell you what the retail value would be on it. Or it'll show you examples of something like that for sale on Etsy or on some other media source. So anyway, she said, oh my goodness, look at this. It's retails for $1,999. And I went, oh my God. I knew it was hand carved, and I thought, wow, okay, $1,999. I could make a little bit of money on that if I only pay $35 for it. So, and I still didn't know though. I thought I might keep it for myself. Anyway, I got home, and then I decided to bring up Google Lens myself. So I held my camera up to the tree, Google Lensed it, and sure enough, the price came up, $1,999, but not dollars, rupees. So I ended up paying pretty much what this piece would have sold for in a retail store. I think 1,999 rupees is about $30 Canadian. So I'm not going to make any money on that one, and that maybe it's because I'm meant to keep it for myself, although I don't know where I will store it after the season, but I sure do like it. What do you think? Did you like that piece? And what did you think of the piece of artwork that I've ended up putting over my bed? Let me know in the comments, okay? Anyway, I'll let that do for now. I'll stop waffling. And as always, wherever you are in our incredibly beautiful world, I hope you're having an amazing day. I hope you have a fabulous week. I love you all so much, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Mid-November and the roses are still blooming. I absolutely love living in this province.